If you come from Pueblo and go to the northern part of the state, a lot of times people think Pueblo is New Mexico. They don't really think of it as Colorado, which, if you've been to Pueblo, you know it's a great place.
An old ghost town located 2 hours south of Denver, Colorado, is home to many, including fourth-year CSU track thrower Beau Gordon. And while Beau Gordon's journey at CSU hasn't been an easy one, adversity is something that he is very familiar with. And his journey all started here in Pueblo, Colorado.
Like a kid just told me yesterday, he works at a place that I had gone to in town, and he says, "Oh, you're Beau's mom." And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Oh, I have to tell you, I love Beau because back in the day when we were playing football, Beau was a senior and he was a freshman at the time. And he just remembers getting plowed over by Beau. I mean, he goes, he knocked me down so hard. And what I remember most about that, he said, was he stopped, he came back, and he helped me up. And he goes, seniors usually don't do that. They run all over us freshmen. But he was the nicest, person on the team.
Teammates and coaches will all say that Gordon is one of the hardest workers they know. But living up in Fort Collins, now Gordon lives up to a stereotype that he's just a kid from Pueblo.
It means a lot because not too many kids go on to the next level, even though they had a good high school career and stuff. So being one of the people to make it out of Pueblo and go on to compete at a high level just really shows that Pueblo can produce those athletes, and it's kind of nice showing them what I can do and proving it to people from around the state that Pueblo isn't a joke.
In Gordon's first 2 years at CSU, he trained under CSU's greatest shot put thrower in history and 2020 Olympic qualifier Mustafa Hassan. Then he was behind the Blejo brothers, always being just one guy behind. But this wasn't the first time Gordon has experienced this. At his high school state competition, he was the leading thrower until the last thrower stepped up to the plate and beat him by inches. Not once, but twice.
We'll come in second state 2 years in a row after each time the guy on their very last throw passed me to win it and stuff. I just knew in myself I could do better. And then even at last year at the outdoor conference championships, I was in third place, going to be all conference, and one of my own teammates passed me to knock me out down to fourth place, so I wasn't all conference. And I knew I had a last throw attempt, and it was the farthest I've ever thrown. It probably would have been farther than this year's throw that I had. And I just know in myself that I could throw farther and do better, so I guess that just drives me to want to keep going for it and do as best as I can.
Gordon received all Mountain West honors for the indoor 2020 track season and placed third with his indoor shot put throw. But he isn't the only person in his family to make a name at CSU. His grandfather, James Dawson, a.k.a. Grandpa Jim, played football and threw at CSU, and has passed down all his gems to Gordon.
I was kind of shocked when he sent me his ring, and then he was like, "Oh, I'm going to give you my letter jackets too." That was a big shocker to me because, again, I'm one of many grandchildren, and it's very special knowing that he chose me to hand down his letter jackets and his ring and stuff too, so it's a pretty big deal for me.
He, I think, has been a big, huge alumni of CSU. He goes to all the events, the alumni events. We have gone with him, and I think since Beau was young, I think that was his goal, was to go to CSU like Papa Jim.
While Gordon takes pride in the hand-me-downs, his former high school coach, Traker, holds on to the progress made during his time at Pueblo Central. While Coach and his family continue to cheer him on, Gordon is still working to make a name for himself.
He's like a son to me. I mean, all the kids I coach are like sons, but I mean, we got very close after 4 years. You get very, very close. And Beau's invited me to come up and watch him throw at the Air Force Academy. I went up and watched him throw there. I still have a great interest in him, and he texts me about how he does and stuff. So we have a very good relationship, a wonderful relationship.
If there's one word that would describe Beau, would be the word Moxie. Because I think Moxie, is a person that perseveres. They have setbacks, but they don't let the setbacks bother them. They use them actually as a positive thing, like he's done.
From being pushed down to getting back up with a positive attitude, Gordon knows what it's like to fight. And while he won't get to prove the progress that he's made for the 2020 outdoor track season due to COVID-19, he knows that setbacks can't hold him back, and he'll have one last year to give it his all. Reporting from Pueblo, Colorado, I'm Sydney Wicker, CTV 11 Sports.